Salutations, everyone. Welcome back to Civ 7. I'm Lord Forwind. We are still here as Machiavelli of now the very mighty Norman Empire. We're doing very well in that sense. The only thing we're kind of failing at is getting treasure fleets, which is kind of just the way the game is right now. We have finished the cultural milestone for this age. In case anyone was curious, that's what we just finished. It's 50% done. Napoleon has gotten 3 treasure fleets. It's just not that great there. Stonehead. We could create stoneheads, apparently. 1 diplomatic, so that will be +2 culture and 2 science per age per city-state. Because becoming ridiculously powerful is just how that works. Once you get ahead in this game, you just stay getting ahead. And to be fair, we did conquer a good amount of them. So we're going to get 1 treasure fleet coming in every like 10 something turns. We need 5 or 6. We're not going to get it. Take the culture chits celebrations, I guess. After all, we still do have the wine, so we do get the bonuses there. City-state bonus. We really don't need cost buzz, do we? We need 480 influence to incorporate that, but we get another diplomatic attribute. Oh, nice. Some of these are really good. Military sabotage, though. We'll work on authority too, I guess. We'll do a kiln there. We've got enough relics, so I don't really have to focus on that anytime soon. Rome, let's buy a dungeon though. Put it over the arena. We need a rural district. Oh, that's not good. We seem to have found all the hostile city-states living on a different continent. Oh, someone created Bourbadeur, or however you say it in French. +1 culture and culture building. Sure. Take that. We can just build a Stonehead. Hey, our first treasure fleet. At least it's only a 3-turn travel period, so it's not like it takes them half the age to get back like some of my cities and treasure fleets in other games. 500 culture. Well, we're kind of keeping up with Rizal. Oh.
I have collected all the...
What was that? Oh, you killed my cog. Great. Complete waste of his time and effort, but hey, had to do it because it's a hostile city-state. Or independent power. Not that they're staying that independent at this point. Get a dungeon going. Oh, and medieval walls before I forget. Because I always forget, don't I? Well, our empire is feeling fairly good, although I might need to build some army commanders as well as fleet commanders in preparation for the next stage, because I have a very strong feeling there's going to be some war in the next stage. So yeah. Preparing for that very likely level of madness seems smart.
A vapor like an
Oh, we
oven's
found
fire
Thera.
boiled up for days from the depths of...
Not the world's worst wonder, not the world's greatest wonder. Really nice if you're Isabella.
The per-
Take some culture, take some technology. What else could we want? Another one. Okay. I'll take the production. It's worth a little bit of culture. Well, we're the dominant world religion at the moment. Be nice though if they would stop converting my capital. We could build the Forbidden City. Which, if we put it there, is a pretty nice yield. $24 yield, so it is slowly going up. I would love to colonize this area, but right at the moment I can't do much until things stop being hostile. Plus we need 5 population and 1,600 some odd gold to settle there. Crisis is coming fairly soon. Not the greatest thing to have to deal with, the crisis is. In some ways, I almost wish the crisis would start earlier at a lower intensity and then ramp up, because right now it seems to ramp up really quickly. We'll do a reconciliation there. I don't think we can reconcile, but I can get money out of it. So that makes things a lot easier. Because now we can buy a settler. And somewhere nearby there's another hostile city-state. Great.
I teach only some from the new...
It is an impressive pagoda. I'm trying to research all the main ones unless there's any of these that is particularly important. I'd love to get some future techs in if I can. Of course, easier said than done. I will admit that. Right there would be perfect if I can build it. Looks like a city-state that I just can't meet.
To be a king and colonialism.
Oh, nice. We got the White Tower. That's convenient. Tower of London, by the way. Colonium level 2, sure. Not standing in the river might be a smart point in the future. Or 80, so I need at least 5 more turns. Nope, Napoleon, not Napoleon. Augustus is dead. I think Napoleon killed him? Yeah, it looks like it. Now that is a little concerning. Because now I border Napoleon. 25 yield there. Right now I'm just trying to rush out wonders and other stuff if I can. We're not going to conquer much more, so... Treasure fleets, exploration, culture. That sort of stuff is what I'm going to work on, I guess. I feel like I should be able to do more with some of this stuff. Well, it does improve the yield a bit more, so there is that. I don't even think our capital feels as good as Rome, even though at the moment it's significantly better.
Colonialism.
Crisis has begun. And I always forget to read what crisis we have. Economic crisis, it appears. Imperialism, gimme. Kiln, no, don't do that. Build it there. We have basically a naval city. I want to meet this city-state, but I can't. Oh, we have a... Must be the wild card attribute. I have to remember to put that in somewhere. One wild card. Expansionistic, not likely to help. Militaristic, decent. +5 total science. Yes. Seems a little bit more useful. This poor place keeps having Mount Vesuvius erupt on it. Rizal is a real... He's really our only threat, I think, at this point. Head towards future tech if I can get there. Even once would be nice. +1 production from production adjacencies, sure. It's 24. We're not going to get there that easily, are we? I guess I'll build up some of my other cities. Of course, the AI gets there before me every time. I can't wait till we have automatic exploration. It will be extremely nice. An ally at war against Turn Track. Sure. We will support that because she's one city. She really doesn't matter on the world stage at this point. I feel a little bit bad about it, but it's that or risk losing an alliance. Then I get bonuses from alliances, so yeah, don't want to lose them. I think I can start integrating this settlement. I can. Good. Another resource. Get a grist mill. Get a fishing quay. That should connect it to my trade network, right? Whoops, wrong one. No. But it's not connected to it. Okay. Little annoying. I need to find another spot for that settler. Okay, we've actually got the right amount of cities for us at this moment. That's a little concerning that she's got a city there. Wall. Really don't want to kill her off. There's all this land. I suppose there's one there, but I'm never going to get there before the AI does.
The past is the treasure.
Well, Forbidden City has been constructed. I actually have family friends that recently went to China to see the Forbidden City. They were extremely disappointed by it. Mainly because apparently there's Mao's tomb right in the middle of one of the squares, so... and there's thousands of people, so slightly crowded, I think, was their biggest complaint. Can't really blame them, though. I imagine it was packed. So, the impact on them was ruined. They went to China recently. They enjoyed it. Overall, but that was not a highlight. I guess I'll build some medieval walls. Just wall up the whole city at this point. Let's see... There's no good trade resources though, game. I need like horses or something. Well, we're gonna end up with at least 2. I could probably, once Constantinople turns over, I can incorporate them. Then it becomes slightly more useful. Sovereignty at another settlement. 5 cultures per alliance isn't bad, but I think vassalage is going to be worth more. We'll buy medieval walls. We'll get a Stonehenge because why not? And whoa, game. I'm going to jump way over here and buy a crossbow at least. We need to find the treasure fleet resource. Tongue track was defeated. Okay, now things get interesting. Now that the easy prey is gone, the new elite is happening. Okay. Army commander. Army commander. Yes, yes, yes. Game. I am very well aware of this. Sorry about that. We're going to go Golden Towns, I think. Golden Towns seems... I know we get a lot of our gold from our towns, but I think that's the best way of going about this. Save the resources, hopefully integrate that. Crossbow there. Of course, he's rushing to get those treasure fleets out. In some ways, we got so delayed by fighting on our home continent that it became problematic. Although it looks like we got a good colony there, finally. That's functioning there, that works there. Let's get some walls down. In anticipation of a potentially violent final age of the game. Potentially, but hopefully not violent last stage of the game. Love to win non-violence if I can, which probably going to be easier said than done. Let's just buy some of this stuff. Okay, get our yields going. At least we have a decent idea kind of what the world looks like at this point. It's not perfect, obviously. Next turn we can settle that. We'll have 1 trade fleet resource. Then we'll have 2, almost 3. We're never going to hit the needed like 40, but we might be able to hit like a low level of it. Because now I grab that. We immediately build a fishing quay, and we're looking at like 10 turns there for a resource to come in. 8 turns, okay. Constantinople is 4 turns away. That is 9 turns away. This is integrating in 3 turns, okay. Social class, so we get another settlement limit up. Okay, well, our culture is still falling behind results, unfortunately. It's just that hard to keep up with. Let's get a kiln going. What else can I get? A pavilion going. Still behind him, but not as much as we were. I think we've made it around the con. I'm guessing the outline's jagged, but probably a coastline. And guess what? Vesuvius erupted again. Okay, we've completed our first Enlightenment milestone. We've got a yield of 40 in 1 tile at the moment. It's one of those ones that's so much easier to do when you're someone like Confucius. There we go. Okay, so now we've got another treasure resource area coming in. Plus 10 happiness and some influence on the palace, sure. Another couple medieval walls out, I guess. I already did that. Once I'm ahead of you, game. Another hostile city-state being befriended. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's make sure Napoleon and Xerxes stay friendly. Can we befriend Rizal? Oh, I needed 400 to integrate Constantinople, but it would never get a treasure fleet off now, would it?
When monks are righteous.
Oh. Interesting. Future Civic, or we could do some other stuff. I think we go for the Future Civic and just kind of rush the end of the age and turn in exchange for a point, rather than trying to do some weird complex strategy to get treasure fleets while delaying other stuff. I don't think we're going to manage to pull that off. Napoleon killed... Xerxes killed that, sorry. I was really close, guys. I was right there, and then he took it away. Exploration age has, whoa, come to an end all of a sudden.
Filling their vaulted halls with
Okay. We were second. Rizal had slightly higher science. That was unexpected, that finish. I've unlocked some more Napoleon cards. Or Machiavelli cards. Ugh. Okay, well, on that note, that is going to be it for this age. So all that's left is the modern era. And we have to pick who I'm going to play, which is interesting. So I will see you guys all next time. Bye for now.